Welcome back to Grandma Sims. Be sure to grab this house from the gallery and decorate along with me. Let's make it fun, cozy, and creative. Okay, so it's about time. We are going to do our lobby. So a lobby in any building. When you walk in to work or to the doctor's office or any big building, the lobby, it's not just the waiting room. It identifies that building for what it is, in the form of its furniture, its lighting, its vibe. And we want to do that here. So we want to keep this lobby very industrial and fitting with the theme of this building. So I am working on putting this wall in. Well, I was trying to put this wall in with some steel beams, steel girders, like it's holding up that catwalk above us. And this is where our kiosks are going to go. I liked these kiosks for the high tech of them, but I don't like those colored lights on the side. So we'll probably change those out to the other ones. Keeping with the same furniture theme, keeping with the industrial theme. This lobby is where your Sims, they'll come in, they'll check in. And right behind the lobby here, this is going to be our video gaming area. So I had two thoughts on the video gaming area. First off, I was going to go with multiple TVs on this wall. I think originally I had 4 of the large screen TVs on the wall. And then I thought the Sims are probably all going to play on one TV. They won't play on multiple TVs. So I changed it out to just this one big screen TV. Gonna go with the industrial chairs. They match the ones that we put in the cafe. Just keeping that whole vibe going. Now, just for some reference, a little bit of holy cow, it's been a long time. But the very first video game, Pong, that came out in 1972. And all Pong was tennis, digital tennis. That's all it was. And we were enthralled. We absolutely loved it. And from there, it exploded. I have a little visitor here who's wanting my attention. Reggie is here with his butt in my face because that's the part he wants attention, I guess. Who knows with him. Anyway, now video gaming, $200 billion a year. That's what we all spend on video games every year. Every year. It's amazing. Are we obsessed? Hell yeah. Would we have it any other way? No. I've been playing The Sims since the day it came out. The very first day it came out. I was in line. You had to go to the store and buy the disc. So yeah, this is an obsession. And if you're here, it's probably an obsession for you too. So in our open concept and vibe that we're going for, This video gaming area here in the lobby, they can come right in. They can check in at the kiosk. They can come over. They can play video games. They can hang out. They can chat. They can watch everybody else playing video games. But I do know they all like to participate. So chances are they'll pick up a controller and everybody will be playing. That's what I'm hoping. I put in a snack area over here. Coffee for all those late night gamers. Popcorn and can't think what that other machine is in the middle there. But snacks for when you're gaming. The gaming accessories that we love in Little Simsies kit. It was about time we got some of those. But now the Sims can sit, they can compete in their tournaments, they actually can play with other Simmers online. And even though there's a bathroom down the hall, the chances are they'll sit here until they pee themselves. So, yay Sims! So went with very comfy seating, low lighting so that it didn't interfere with the TV. And because we have so many seats and such a big TV, nobody should be worried about hogging anything. Nowadays we have, these new string lights. Those are, those are going to be everywhere. I don't know anybody who's not building without them right now. So definitely going to be using those. But also this photo with the gaming control on it and the instructions, all little buttons. I don't know if you even look at those anymore when you buy a new gaming control, but we used to have to study those to figure out how things worked. So that photo is just awesome. And then that photo in the middle, little ode to that movie. If you don't know what that is, that's Dirty Dancing right there. And then of course some neon signs. No industrial build would be complete without some neon signs, and I thought here in the video area would be the best place for that. But yeah, your Sims should be able to play multiplayer online. When my brother and I played multiplayer, he was in his room and I was in mine, and we screamed down the hallway at each other. That was multiplayer. Drove our parents crazy, but we were lucky to have a video game at all. So some more of those decals on the wall that I like, those faded industrial, look like they came with the building. This is where I'm going to struggle with the kiosks. Normally, I wouldn't make such a huge space for this lobby. But I want a lot of Sims coming in here. Again, if you watched my other video, I put in two kiosks. I'm prone to do that now just because the Sims will leave if somebody in line at the kiosk is taking too long. So having two of them seems to have solved that problem, at least for me. This is where I changed those out. I just really didn't like the neon signs on those. I thought that was way too, I don't know, too something. So I went with these kiosks. I think it fits the space better. Either ones would work, obviously. The other ones are very high-tech. I think it was the purple that I didn't like. It wasn't going with my vibe. Nice industrial rug for all the foot traffic coming through the lobby. You know, this isn't just a way to get from one room to another. This is where it begins. This is the hub of where it begins. Where they check in and where they decide where they're going. And, you know, they can go over here to the cafe or go down the hall to the robotics lab or go upstairs and take a computer class. This is where it starts, is in this lobby here. I'm just gonna keep it. I put the table there, but I am going to keep it rather open, like I said, so that those Sims milling around, they can get checked in and get to going where they need to go. Of course, we have to put some Sims games, the original CDs, in this build. This is where I'm pulling out all of the clutter items that I'm finding that I want, like we did last time. I have play tested this a little bit with Grandma. She has been here and she has walked around. So I do know, as far as having her here, everything is working. Bathrooms are working. Nothing's in her way. The cafe is working. She can get around just fine. I am going to play test and actually have her open the business and have Sims checking in and see how that goes. And hopefully I'll have that done before the next video so that I can let you know how that goes. So this is I believe these are some computer hardwares. Computer hardware. I'm trying to think what the word is for hard drives. Duh. Computer hard drives. They're huge. They're old school, but this whole building is old school. This scale is another one of those nods to the past. I did put the chess game here, the one that you can actually fold up and take places. Another nod to the past, to the history of this building. Exit signs, fire extinguishers, and we're going to put in another burglar alarm. More high-tech. High-tech, old-school factory. Another bulletin board. Activities going on in the building, classes they can take, things like that. The lobby is this lobby, all lobbies. They're the welcome to our business. And I'm hoping that's what this one says to you. So at this point, please don't forget to subscribe and like these videos. We have one room left to do in this build. Then we're going to do the outside, and you will have a complete factory done. So this little room back here, I wanted to do one more activity to choose from, and one of the activities I believe is videoing, or what do you call it? I'm going to put in those video desks where they can make video blogs and things like that. I put in these walls. I didn't show it, but it says that they're soundproof walls. And then I put in this like soundproof floor. Basically trying to make this room soundproof from the rest of the building, especially because the robotics lab is right next door. I know it doesn't matter in The Sims. They don't care about that, but I do. So I am going to get 2 of these video desks in here. Like I said, I really do need to play test this because I'm not sure how this is going to work. I mean, it works as far as, yes, can you get in here? Can you make video blogs? Yes, all of those things work. Grandma tested them out. Everything in that way works. As far as a business goes, I'm not sure how it's going to work. With, I don't know, with 2 Sims in here doing video blogs, that I'm, like I said, I hope I get that all play tested before we do the last video of this series, so that I can let you know how that's working out. But it is another option in the businesses and hobbies, for something for your Sims to do. So there is a long list of things for you to choose from, for Sims to do in on this lot, in this business. So I put a fan in. I'm trying to put fans in. I did put a fan in the video area also. I put an air conditioner in. All these electronics, just trying to keep them cool, so that nothing's overheating. Obviously, things are going to break down, and like we discussed before, you may want to have one employee who's just doing repairs or other stuff, and you do the repairs, but somebody is going to become very handy. I was hoping to put that Sims photo here. What I'm creating here is the background for the video blog. This is where they'll stand. So what I'm trying to do is create an area that would be seen behind the video as a decoration behind the behind the videographer. That's kind of what I'm working on here. Because this one faces that way, this one faces that way. Of course, I had to put Bob in. Hi, Bob. Bob the tree. And now I'm just trying to make this room. I felt like the more plants and things that I could put in here, the more sound absorption there would be. Again, to help with the whole noisiness of the rest of the building, trying to conquer that here. I'm getting kisses. I'm getting kisses from Reggie. Of course, put the Sims game in here. I'm hoping that candle doesn't light anything on fire. A lot of Simmers put their YouTube trophies behind them when they're making their videos. We don't have that here, so obviously I just put some trophies up there. Some cute photos. That one there, that could be my little Reggie. So make it personal. So this little black one here, this could be my little Parker. He's a little tuxedo, black and white tuxedo. So make it personal. What would you have behind you if you were making a video, or if you're making videos? What's personal to you? What photos vibe for you? What personal items say that, identify you? This one has a family photo and a little plant, and there's all sorts of ways to identify your Sim as the one doing the videography. Use those things. Make it personal. That's what it's supposed to be. So there is our videography room. It's awesome. So with that and the lobby done, I have one last video to go, which is going to be all of the outside and the rooftop, which you'll see. This is just me going around and cluttering. So don't forget, join me for this last video and we'll finish up this build, and then you will have a great place for your Sims to hang out. Remember, please keep it creative, keep it cozy. I will see you for that next build.